Hello everybody, welcome to GIS Pathshala, Social Science, Geography, Chapter 2, regarding the land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. Now we have seen about the land, soil and water. Today we are going to see about the natural vegetation and wildlife resources. See, the natural vegetation and wildlife resources are different. Biosphere, natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere that we'll call biosphere. See, the natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the lithosphere. In the biosphere, sorry. In the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. See, in the biosphere, all are interrelated for their survival. This life supporting system is known as the ecosystem. This life supporting system is known as ecosystem. Now, natural vegetation and wildlife. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. As previously we have seen, that is called the biosphere. In the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. This life supporting system is known as ecosystem. See, vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. See, as you know, vegetable and wildlife are the valuable resources. Without vegetable, we cannot survive. Plant provide us with timber, give shelter, protect soil, produce oxygen, help in storage of groundwater, give us fruit, nuts, turpentine oil, gum, paper, etc. See, like that, suppose we are going to make the list of all the things, ample of things are there that are provided by the plants only. Many things are there and unlimited things are there if we are going to count. So plants are considered to be the very important natural resource. Wildlife includes animal, birds, insect and aquatic life forms. They provide milk, meat, hides and wool. See, animals are also important. They are also providing many things. The very important daily routine thing over food item is there. Milk and milk products. Of course, we are getting from animal only. Animal only. And many other things are we are getting from the animals also. Insect like bees provide us honey, help in pollination of flowers and have an important to play as decomposer in the ecosystem. See, insects like bees provide us honey, help in pollination of flowers, and have an important to play as decomposers in the ecosystem. The birds feed on insects, act as decomposers as well. See, the birds are eating the insects, so the birds are also working as a decomposers. Vultures, due to its ability to feed on dead livestock, is a scavengers and considers a vital cleanser of environment. See, vulture, eagle are such type of birds. They can eat the dead animals. They can eat the dead animals. So, as a it after eating the dead animals, they are cleaning the area. Suppose one dead animal is lying nearby somewhere and some vulture or eagle is there. They are eating. So, they are cleaning the area also and our environment also. So animal big or small all integral to maintain balance in the ecosystem. See, animals are big or small, all are a part of the maintaining the balance in the ecosystem. All are playing their part in maintaining the balance in the ecosystem. See, now distribution of natural resources. Now natural resources are also distributed. The growth of vegetation depends primarily on temperature and moisture. The major vegetation type of forests are grasslands, shrubs and tundras. See, where the temperature and moisture plays important roles. Where there is more rain, more greenery, more plants are there. Less rain, less plants are there. But according to all the temperatures, the vegetations are there. In areas of heavy rainfall, huge tree may thrive. The forests are thus associated with areas having abundant water supply. Huge trees and very thick forests are there where the more water supply is there. Short stunted trees and grass grow in the region of moderate rainfall, forming grassland of the world. See, where the moderate rainfall is there. Moderate rainfall means medium rainfall, not too much and not less. So like that, not more or not less, medium rainfall is there. Because of that moderate rainfall, there are the grasslands. Thorny shrubs and shrubs grow in dry areas of low rainfall. See, where the rainfall is low, there the shrubs and shrubs will grow. So the plants have developed roots and leaves with thorny and waxy surface reduce the loss of moisture through transpiration. See, in the thorny plants, there is the thorn, that is, those thorns are there and waxy surface are there, surface is there, that is absorbing the water and keeping the storage. They are doing the storage of water. Tundra vegetation of cold polar region comprise of mosses and lichens. Now see, these are the forest grasslands, shrubs and scrubs, and tundra vegetation all are given. Now conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Now you know vegetation and wildlife is also very important, and you also think, you close your eyes and think, suppose no vegetation, no wildlife is there, what you can see? Only the brown color. No imagination of green color will be there. So like that, it is very important. Forests are our wealth. Plants and animals maintain the ecosystem. Changes of climate and human interference can causes the loss of natural habitat for the plants and animals. See, changing in the climate and human interference means some of the activities done by human that is interfering the things, some of the natural things, and because of that the natural habitats for plants and animals, it causes affects the natural habitats of plants and animals. Many species have become able or endangered and some are on the verge of extinction. Means some species are now in endanger, very less are there, and some are we cannot see only nowadays. Deforestation, soil erosion. See, deforestation means we are cutting the trees. Soil erosion is there. Constructional activity, continuously construction work is going. Forest fires are there. Tsunamis are there, landslides are there. Some are the human made and natural factors. Both are, some are human made factors and some are natural factors. Because of that, these things, it affects the plant and animal life. One of the major concerns is the poaching, which results in the sharp decline in the number of particular species. The animals are poached for collection and illegal trade of hide, skin, nails, teeth, horns as well as feathers. See, some of the animals are hunted for the hides, their skin, ample of amount, lot of amount, and the high price they are getting. So persons are hunting those animals for skin, teeth, horns, feathers, like that. See, for peacock feathers they are killing, for horns of the deer they are killing, horns of the, for the teeth of the animal they are killing animals. So such type of activities are there. Some of these animals are tiger, lion, elephant, deer, black buck, crocodiles, rhinoceros, snow leopards, ostrich and peacock. These can be conserved by increased awareness. We should conserve, we should save these animals, we should be aware for these things and we should save these animals. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reservoirs are made to our natural vegetation and wildlife. See, these are the area where government is, these are the area where government has made the boundaries and it is protected for the animals and plant life only. Nobody can do hunting there. Hunting is totally prohibited. Limited time is given. During that time only any person or can go and visit those areas. So these all the protections are taken by government and for the safety of the natural vegetation and wildlife, to conserve the natural vegetation and wildlife. Conservation of creek, lakes and wetland is necessary to save the precious resource from depletion. Human activities in several parts of the world have disturbed the natural habitats of many species. Awareness programs like forestry and One Mahotsav should be encouraged at regional and community level. We have to be aware for the program of social forestry and One Mahotsav means we are growing more trees. We have to conserve the wildlife. We have to conserve the animals, plants, all the things. Now, awareness programs like society, social forestry and One Mahotsav should be encouraged at the regional and community level. Under Article 48A, the Indian Constitution, forest conservation has made a directive principle. This is under the government also, the Article 48 regarding the conservation is given. Inclusion of forest and environment in Constitution make the government of India liable to take the steps in the direction. See, anybody is hurting, anybody is doing the wrong things and not conserving the animals and plant lives, they are punished. Many countries have passed the laws against the trade as well as killing killing of birds and birds. There is a balance in the environment if the relative number of species not disturbed. See, if the relative number of species are not disturbed, there will be balance in environment. Due to indiscriminate killing, several birds and animals have there become extinct or are on the verge of extinction. Many countries have passed the laws declaring that the traders as well as killing of birds and animals are illegal. Conservation of plants and animal is the ethical duty of every citizen. Conservation of plant and animal is our duty. Every citizen has the duty to conserve these things. An international convention cites has been established that lists several species of animals and birds in which trade prohibited. See what is CITE. The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora is an international agreement between governments. It aims to ensure that international trade is specimens of wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. So now we have seen how the vegetation and natural vegetation and wildlife is important in our life. We have seen all the four resources, how important the resources are. So we should try our level best to conserve all these resources. Not only one, water we are regularly using, so we are thinking water is more important. It is not like that. Soil, land, water, natural vegetation, wildlife, all the resources are very important and all these are interrelated to each other for our survival also. So we should take care for the conservation of all the resources. Thank you.